God bless you, everybody. So, I'm driving again, and it seems like that's going to be the norm for now. To make videos while I'm driving, because I am having a very hard time juggling all of the blessings that have been coming my way, and my blessings are keeping me busy. I don't know if that makes sense to some of y'all, but I'm just so happy that God has been blessing, and I've been in the wilderness for so long, and things are happening now. But anyway, I am on here today to speak about a dream that God gave me this morning, and this is for whoever it applies to. In the dream, I was hearing this song, and it's a very secular song. It's one of the dance songs. I think it maybe came out in the 90s. Very popular. They still play it today. And the guy is saying, "Let me clear my throat." Oh, have mercy. I hope you don't mind. He's just like, "Let me clear my throat." And I'm in the dream, and I hear the song, and I am just elated, singing, and just I am just beside myself, and just joy in the song. And I said, when I woke up, I'm like, God, that's just really odd. Like, why would I be dancing to that song? What kind of spiritual meaning that had? What would that have to do with anything? Let me clear my throat. I'm like, okay. So you have to break it down. Like, what does it mean to clear one's throat? What does it mean to clear one's throat? I mean, unless you just clearing it because you got a cold or something like that. But I could tell from the dream it wasn't because I had some type of respiratory infection or something like that. It was just because what God is trying to say here is that there are some of you that are going to be clearing your throat. And when you clear your throat, that usually means you're about to say something. Like, you're about to give voice to something. And so God is pouring out the joy of the Lord upon some of you. Even right now, the joy of the Lord upon you to speak his word. And it's just going to be such a joy to you just to speak what God has put inside of you, to speak wisdom, knowledge. It's just going to be such a joy to you. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm getting distracted because I'm driving, because people can't drive. But anyway, it's going to be such a joy to you, no matter the content. There's going to be things that God may have you to say that is that may rub people the wrong way. But just the fact that God is speaking to you, for you to speak to the people, is going to be such a joy to you. And for some of you, God it's a word of preparation. God is saying, get ready, clear your throat, because I'm about to use you. About to speak, you about to preach, you about to evangelize people on your work. You're going to tell people individual prophecies. Get ready, clear your throat. And you're going to and for some of you, it's God saying, it's a look back into the fact that you haven't cleared your throat in order to say what thus saith the Lord, because the enemy has strangled your voice. The enemy has taken your voice and kind of like has his hands around your neck, so that you couldn't speak, couldn't say the things that you want to say, because you were wrapped up in fear, or because of the way that you grew up. They silenced you. And like I've alluded to before in different videos, sometimes we get silenced in the school system. You raise your hand to answer a question, and you say the wrong thing, and then you're ridiculed by maybe the students there and or the teacher. And so you feel like, oh well, I look dumb, so I'm not going to say anything. And so from that point, from that one bad experience or 2 or 3 bad experiences, you learn to not say anything. And for some of you, it's been like the fact that you were super intelligent, and when you said something, you got ridiculed for that. So it was like you couldn't win. And so you learn from that experience, okay, that I'm not even I'm gonna try to dumb myself down so that I don't stick out. But you were never made, I know I ain't the first person to ever say this, but you were never made to fit in. You was always made to stick out. And so I don't know, guys, I am super excited. So I'm sorry, you might have to turn the volume down, because I'm just super excited about this word. I mean, I could just feel his spirit all over me. So there is somebody, there's a lot of people out there that God is about to open up your mouth. And don't let shyness get in the way. Because I have, you know, because my voice has been silenced in the past, because of some of the exact same situations that I just explained to you, that, you know, my voice was silenced for so many years, and I wouldn't speak, you know, the things of the Lord, because I was afraid of being ridiculed, or I was silenced because, and I'm gonna relate this to you. Don't get offended, okay? Because I'm just relating to what kids would say to me when I was coming up. They would say, "Oh, you talk white." Now I know there's no such thing as talking white, but what they meant by that was that I was articulate, and that I spoke proper English. So they would say, "You talk white." Now, like I said, don't get offended, because I know that talking white, so-called talking white, doesn't necessarily, that is not it is a gross generalization of what people perceive, or kids that age perceive, as proper English. And because I know that no matter what, black or white, there's some blacks that don't speak proper, and there's some whites that don't speak proper English, and that goes for every race. But anyway, so they would say that to me. "Oh, you talk like you're white." So then I would try to then talk improper English to fit in with them. And it got to the point where I got so good at speaking improper, that when I tried to, even to this day, when I tried to be articulate, I couldn't find the words. And so it's the same thing with some of you guys, that who you are supposed to be began to die during your middle school years, or even your elementary years. Who you were supposed to be began to die, because you begin to hide yourself in order to become more pleasing and appealing and acceptable to everyone else around you. And so God is saying that this is a time where you're about to clear your throat, and you're about to be you, and you're about to say what God wants you to say, and He's going to use your voice, and it's going to be unto you as the prophetess Miriam, when she began to prophesy, as they were dancing through I think they was dancing through the Red Sea, and she began to sing and dance and prophesy all at the same time. And this is what God is saying, that it's going to be a joy to you. And it's funny, because in the dream, I was hearing like naysayers. I was hearing people saying, basically gossiping about me, things that was not true. But it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me. It did not make me quiet down. I just began to dance before the Lord. And this is what it's going to be like. I'm not going to say it's going to be all roses and everything's just going to be great, but you're going to have a different outlook on it. Yeah, they may be talking about you. Yeah, they may, try to come against you. But through it all, you're going to have the joy of the Lord, and you're going to be happy. And so, get ready, guys. Get ready to clear your throat, because God is going to use you in a mighty way. and he's going to use your vocal cords to speak his word. And when you do it, it's going to be so fulfilling to you. I don't know if you're going to be preaching in front of folks. I don't know if it's a one-on-one type situation. I don't know if it's a YouTube channel. But when you do it, you're going to know it's right, because you're going to feel his spirit and the joy that comes with his spirit. And so God bless you, and I love you, and till next time.